Hello.
Wade! Hi!
Baby. Hey, what's going on?
Wade.
Hey, what's up?
Baby.
What's wrong, baby? I know. I'm hurting, baby. Are you about to tell me you can't talk to me no more or something? You about to break my heart again? I love you, baby. How are you?
Why?
I know.
Why?
I just wrote you a message. Remember that?
So I want to talk about this new Netflix docuseries that is featuring the Deadpool killer, aka Wade Steven Wilson. Now this shit is really crazy. What they did, Netflix, on this season is that they went and grabbed a whole bunch of his exes and basically they showed their relationship that they had, I'll tell you why I'm putting quotes up, that they had with him before he went and he was charged with the two murders of these victims, right? So basically, we're going to start off with Kelly. Now, Kelly is from Florida, and in 2018, she went and she met Steven on a dating app. She was looking for love, like a lot of people do, going on these dating apps and shit like that. Swiping left, until she came across this guy, 6'5", dimples, cute as hell, beautiful smile, beautiful teeth. I mean, the guy's really attractive. Let's just be fucking honest. So of course she went and she swiped right and it was a match. So they met up, and according to her, sparks were flying all over and it was like, oh my God, this is the man for me, I'm in love. She wasted no fucking time. I'm talking about 4 weeks later, no more than a month, she went and she moved him into her home, okay? That's how fast she moved with him. All right, according to her, he had a lot of charisma and stuff like that and was a real nice gentleman, and she trusted him to move a stranger into her home after 4 weeks. So yeah, so she worked with animals, and she said that when she met Steven, right, that Steven went and told her that he was a personal trainer. Let's move on to somebody quickly, and then we're going to get back to Kelly and Steven. So here comes Courtney, all right? And mind you, we're still in 2018. So yeah, in 2018, he goes and he meets a woman named Courtney, okay? She was looking for love too. She went and she had a date with him and was like, oh my God, this man has so much charisma. He's funny. She kept mentioning how basically she loved his laugh. His laugh was like, I guess, contagious or whatever like that, and thought, wow, this guy's really great. They hit it off, and they also went and made it official very quickly, just like Kelly went and made it very official, with Steven. It's a pattern that I've seen a million times before with him. Back to Kelly and Steven. So Kelly goes and she wants to use her laptop. So she goes and she looks for it, but she can't find it. Interesting, right? She left it like right there and it's not there. So she's looking for it and stuff like that. And meanwhile, the whole time that she's looking for it, Steven is standing right by her and he's not really saying much or whatever like that. A little bit of silence. And then he does talk. He goes and he tells her, hey, I went and took your laptop and I pawned it because I needed the money. And she's standing there in complete shock, like, oh my God, no, not the guy who I barely know and just moved in after 4 weeks, not him. He didn't just go and take my laptop and pawn it. Yeah. What does Kelly do? Kelly goes and files a police report. And she went and told police everything that she knew about her lover, her man, her boo, right? Well, come to find out, police go and tell her, by the way, your boyfriend's name, is Wade Steven Wilson. She's finding out that not only is her Prince Charming a thief, but also a liar and is lying about who he is. So they go and they talk about it. She gets back with him and he's like, listen, I have a lot of exes that are looking for me and shit like that. And basically that's why I go by Steven, because I don't want them to go and find me. Okay, yeah, I'm sure. And bagged her, they got back with each other. Oh, and I also have to mention, she also filed a police report because he went and stole one of her gums. Kelly goes and she has her 18-year-old female friend move into her house because she's trying to help her out and stuff like that. This is while her man is there, right? While Wade is there. You never trust a bitch around your fucking man. But anyways, clearly she had to find out the hard way. And we'll get to that in a second. But anyway, so basically Wade was trying to scheme and scam and he's trying to make money, whatever like that. And they're having a conversation. And now Kelly goes and talks about how she has a friend that goes and breeds these really expensive dogs and stuff like that. She talks about where the kennel is at, where the puppies are at, her friend's business, all this and that. Well, what happened? So like the next day or whatever the fuck, she decides to go and basically Kelly leaves to go to work or to go about her day. She comes back, and when she walks into the door, according to her, allegedly, okay, and I have to say that for a lot of reasons, but allegedly, Wade went and had all these puppies, and he's standing there in her living room, sitting on the couch playing with them, alongside this 18-year-old chick, you know, that's supposed to be her friend or whatever like that. So they went, did some crazy shit allegedly. So she's like, what the hell? Like, where did these puppies come from? Basically, he went and he told her. So Wade goes, and what does he do after this? He goes and posts his pictures up on Craigslist. And guess who sees the puppies and goes, wait a second, those are my dogs. It's Kelly's friend, the one who goes and breeds these fucking dogs who I find ugly. And I just hate breeders, period, but whatever. He went and he called her up because he bounced. He left the crib. He's fucking out of here. He leaves, and so does the chick, the 18-year-old girl. So they leave, they take a bus, they go somewhere. But anyways, he gets on the phone and he talks to her, and he tells her, Kelly, according to her, that if you don't go to the police and say that you're the one that committed this crime, not me, I will go and I will unalive these puppies. She told police, all right, she was arrested, she was charged, she did about 20-something hours, no more than a day at county jail, whatever like that, and she was charged for stealing the puppies, not Wade, all right? Wade wasn't charged. Now, one important detail is that according to Kelly, the charges were later dropped, but Wade was never charged. The way that she's portraying Wade to be is somebody who's a narcissist. You know, he has so much charisma, the gift of gab. You know, he says things to women, and it's like a snake coming out. Like, it's like, oh my God, he'll hypnotize you, and, you know, and this and that. But then, guys, according to Kelly, it gets really, really worse. There was an incident where both of them were in the car and they got into a huge argument, and he allegedly went and assaulted her. And not only that, but he allegedly raped her. Yeah, so this is according to her, right? They got into this big fight. He goes, he ties her up in the back. He allegedly went and put, I'm saying allegedly because I'm not trying to get sued or anything like that, because he was never charged, and we're going to get to that in a second. But she was thrown in the back, allegedly tied up. He goes, throws dirty laundry on her after doing all of this to her. And he's on his way to meet another woman. And who's that woman? Courtney, his other girlfriend that he's seeing and he's playing, you know, Kelly with. So Kelly comes out and was like, I'm going to play reverse psychology. Hey, why don't I go and sit in the front? Don't you think your friend will notice that something's odd? He says, okay. She sits in the front, and he goes and drives to go meet Courtney. Okay, now according to Courtney, who was interviewed, she said she saw Kelly up front, all right, and that she didn't see any marks on her face and stuff like that. And they're going back and forth with each other, which is really fucking crazy. The detective that was on the case went and brought Wade in to interview him about that detective, and pretty much closed up the case and forgot about the whole situation. Wade and Kelly, they're over with, right? So basically now Wade is with Courtney. They're in a different part of Florida or whatever like that. Now they're staying at a friend's house. Well, Courtney is staying at her friend's house. Her friend comes out and says basically, hey, you can't stay here no more with your boyfriend. Y'all got to do something and get the fuck up out of here. So basically that's exactly what she did. Wade, though, he was like, I'm going to have to go over here and, you know, do what I got to do. It's really crazy. So Kelly, his now ex-girlfriend, and I say girlfriend because according to him, he went and said that that really wasn't officially his girlfriend. There's rumors that, you know, she thought that she was my girlfriend, but we were just messing around, even though I was staying with her or whatever like that. And he was like really nonchalant about it. So that's why I'm like putting quotes up. But Kelly went and received a phone call from her friend saying, hey, by the way, you know your boo thing that you just went and broke up with that did all that shit to you, allegedly, basically now dating one of my friends. Yeah. And my friend's name is Christopher, and he's a dude. Like, what the fuck? You gotta be fucking kidding me. So, yeah, he's not picky at all. So now he's fucking around with a dude. Christopher goes and says, basically, I work at the carnival every year and stuff like that, and I'm there working, and I see this really hot guy at the pizza stand working there, and I'm like, hey, who's this guy? He goes, slips him, you know, slips Wade his number on a piece of paper. A few days later, they meet face to face. And that Wade was like, hey, why don't you go ahead and put that phone number in my phone? That same night they started talking, Wade went and told Christopher, oh, the girl that I'm staying with, we're having problems and stuff like that, and I can't go and, be here anymore, and I really need, like a place to stay. So Christopher goes, oh, you can come and you can stay on my couch. You can stay with me. He's like, well, I don't have to stay on the couch. I can stay somewhere else, if you know what I mean. Meaning Christopher's bed, okay? They're having a sexual relationship. This is according to Christopher. And then 2 weeks later, he was really surprised and thought it was really serious. Why? Because Wade came out and was like, yo, let's make this Facebook official. And that's like, woohoo! Facebook official. Oh my God. Wow. It's really, really serious. So he thought, oh my God, this is the one for me, just like Courtney and Kelly and Christina and whoever the fuck was, before them. Things got really crazy around 2, 3 a.m. and stuff like that. Wade, it looked like he was on Smugs. He was on maybe at least one of them, and he was bugging the hell out, according to Christopher, and he had a weapon in his hand. That weapon was a knife. They got into an argument, and he's like, yo, like, what's going on with you? He started saying that he was hearing things, that like people were after him, and was going through like psychosis allegedly or whatever like that, according to Christopher. And it got so bad. Christopher said that they got into a physical altercation and he was actually injured and he was stabbed. But he wind up never calling 911 or whatever like that. Wade goes and leaves, and now he goes and he talks to Christopher's sister, and he comes back apologizing that he had supposedly some blood still on him. So they get with each other, whatever like that. But Christopher has to leave. They go to the Keys in Florida. But when they get there, shit starts to change up. Because according to Christopher, Wade is telling people that he's his cousin. Now, according to Christopher, shit started to switch up, and he started noticing a different side to Wade, because when they got to the Keys, people were coming up to Christopher and basically telling him, this dude is not claiming you, right? According to him, you're his cousin and not his man. And he's like, what? Like, what the fuck is going on? They're getting into arguments, and he couldn't take it no more, and they went and they broke up. Now, Kelly, oh my God, she can't let this dude go. Like, she's like really obsessed with him. She's like really angry that he allegedly went and did these things to her. She's hunting down every single person that Wade is coming across to let them know, stay away from him and not let them learn on their own or whatever like that. Like reaching out to every single person to let them know to stay away from Wade. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to work, sweetie, in every situation. Like, but anyway, she went and she did that, and she spoke to Christopher, and Christopher was like, yeah, he went and allegedly did this to me and stuff like that. And of course, I have to say allegedly because we don't know if it's true, because he never went and filed a police report. We never seen photos, evidence, proof, anything like that. And I'm not trying to catch a lawsuit on my little sweet channel. So anyways, yeah. Now, Kelly, like I said, she's going around looking for everybody that Wade has dated, and now she goes on TikTok. And she wants to make videos to go ahead and warn people about what Wade went and did to her. Later, after Christopher and Wade, now Wade went and moved on with a woman named Mila Montanez.
I don't know. I'm not like severely ugly, but I didn't expect a 10-year younger guy that looked like that to like just be like obsessed with me. Obsessed. It's not just like me, obsessed with me. And so we're like, what's his deal, dude? And that was it. He saw a good thing. I owned a business. I had a cool car. He wanted in.
She said she was at the Buddha Lounge, a place where a lot of people, I guess, in the area go to. It's a hot spot. She went there with Wade. They're with friends. They're having fun or whatever like that. They get into an argument. He goes and he bounces with her whip, but comes back in the morning and he's in somebody else's car and he's like really out of it because he was under the influence of Smugs. Police, and she tells them everything. My boyfriend did this to me. He punched me in my face. He took my car, showed up in somebody else's car. And then now we have a woman, that's gone missing. And then another one, they track the car down to a woman. They go in her home. She's deceased and she was last seen with Wade leaving this lounge because she wanted to have a one-night stand and thought it would be great to bring a stranger over to her house. And now she's deceased because that's what happens when you do things like that. Like, rest in peace to her and the other victim. But I'm being blunt here. If you can't handle it, get the fuck off my channel. He goes and basically he's charged, all right? It's 2019. And guess what? Kelly, the domestic violence victim, right? We saw the pictures and stuff like that. According to her, he went and he did all this shit to her. Now she's going and she's contacting Wade in 2019 while he's in jail, awaiting trial and going through all this fucking bullshit. But a little while ago, you were just saying how he was a heinous monster and he was a fucking devil to you, right? He did all these things to you. He assaulted you. He raped you. How heinous, how horrific. He stole from you. He cheated on you. He did all these things.
He cheated on me a lot with a lot of different women. I caught him. He denied it. I had cameras. He denied it. Like, there's so much stuff looking back. I'm like, girl, you are so dumb. I don't know. He is a master manipulator. That's what he does. That's how he's always lived his life.
You're over here communicating with him. And guys, in case you haven't heard the jail calls, let me play them for you.
Do you even want to be my fucking friend anymore? Do you want to be
I don't know. We can talk and figure that out. I can't afford to pay for messages all the time, though, until I get picked up on money.
Yeah, I know. All right. Well, so when do you think that's going to be?
I don't know. Picking up now, but I got to pay my rent first.
Okay. So can you pay for phone calls? Can we pay? Wait, hold on. The messages on the kiosk are really cheap, though.
I mean, it's $5 for 5 messages.
Oh, is it really? Oh, okay. That's not that cheap. That's not too cheap. Okay. All right. Well, fuck, man. It was good to talk to you again. I mean, I guess I'll talk to you whenever, you want me to. I don't know.
Yeah, I try to put money on it.
Paranoid is you going to the news and calling me a monster. That's paranoid.
That's not paranoid.
That is trying to smash me for a little bit of fame.
I wasn't trying to get fame.
Kelly.
They came to me, so I talked to them. I didn't seek them out.
Well, Kelly, they didn't come to you. You seeked them out.
Yes, they did.
You did. No, they didn't.
If I could show you the messages, I would. I have lots of messages from news people messaging me, asking me how I knew you, if they could interview me. I never once went to them.
The big thing is that I was still contacting Wade after all this happened, which is true. I never denied that. The police reports are, I think they're public record. And, get out of here. So yes, I was contacting him. I emailed him. I was emailing her, trying to get her away from him at first.
He went and uploaded several videos and answered people's questions about why was she talking to Wade. According to her, she was keeping in communication with Wade because she wanted him to admit to the crimes that he allegedly committed. She goes and she's saying, I want him to admit to what he did to me. For what? For what? Have you not found closure? Maybe you need therapy. If he goes and admits it, it doesn't matter. The dude is facing the death penalty or life in prison for murdering 2 fucking women. So you're using that as an excuse, okay? You were still in love with him. You were missing him. Like, get the fuck out of here with all these fucking excuses. And so this was her, back then saying her excuse as to why she was communicating with him. And then she goes and she trashes Courtney, but was like, I have to talk to her to warn her not to be with Wade. But she's trash talking her and showing all her mugshots in this video. What?
I am not desperate. I am not wanting him back. All those messages about me wanting him back was back then. I was damaged and my brain was not understanding what had happened to me. It's called battered women syndrome, trauma bonding. You can look it all up. It's all real. It happens to a lot of people that have severe trauma. They cling to their abuser, and that's what happened to me. And I 100% admit it. I have nothing to hide. Let's just talk about that. She has been to jail multiple times, including this time where she stabbed somebody.
Woman syndrome, also known as BWS. This is a condition, right? It's a psychological condition that describes the trauma, emotional distress, and behavioral changes experienced by individuals who are trapped in abusive, intimate partner relationships. You were not in a relationship with him at that time. His other ex too, Mila, two females who went and accused him of doing all this bullshit, a whole bunch of crazy, heinous, horrific, horrifying stuff, but they went and they stood in communication with him. You continued to speak to him afterwards, but you are going around and you want the stamp of a victim. These are things that his legal team, if he were to get a retrial, they could go and bring up. So yeah, really crazy. He's currently still on death row, and he's hoping that he can get a retrial because according to the last interview that he did with a reporter from behind bars, he says that he was forced into confessing that he went and he murdered these two women and that he's innocent and he never went and did that. So I don't know. Did you guys go and watch this docuseries, this documentary on Netflix? Okay, worst ex ever? If so, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what you think. I'll be back with another video. It is your girl, Sin Stacks. I am out of the fucking building.
They say that
What?
I'm the most sought after inmate in the world right now.
Oh.
What's wrong with these fucking